let's talk about the types of environment. Now, environment can be either external or internal. External environment is the environment that surrounds a living organism. For example, consider the fish living in a natural pond, which we have already discussed in the previous section. Its external environment will be the water in the pond, which it primarily inhabits. Also, the nutrients, oxygen and other organisms present in the water that the fish requires to sustain its life are also a part of its external environment. The internal environment, as opposed to the external environment, is present inside the living organism. For example, the body cavity within the fish provides an internal environment quite separate from the outside environment. The body surface acts as the exchange barrier between the internal and the external environment of the fish. Now, the internal environment is relatively stable as compared to the external environment. However, illness and injury or even environment stress can upset it. But when the cause of the disturbance is removed, the internal environment comes back to its original condition. Now, the environment can also be natural environment, human modified environment or human made environment. The natural environment encompasses all living and non-living things occurring naturally, meaning in this case not artificial or man-made. The term is most often used for the earth or some parts of the earth. Examples of such natural environments on land include forest, grasslands, savanna and deserts. Let's look at the fish example again. The pond which the fish inhabits is its natural environment. The abiotic factors of the pond like light, temperature, depth, nutrients and dissolved gases will provide the life supporting chemical and physical factors for the fish. The other living organisms inhabiting the pond like bacteria, insects, worms, tadpoles, frogs and aquatic vegetation could be food for the fish. The human modified environment is any natural environment that has been modified by humans to suit their necessities. For example, orchards, plantations, parks and sanctuaries. Next is the human made environment. Now, there are several components of the environment which are created by humans like crop fields, cities and industrial spaces. These are places made artificially by humans through planning and execution. For example, let us consider a city. The city environment is totally created by human beings. One of the most important components, water, is not taken from streams directly, but is first filtered, purified and then used for drinking and other municipal purposes. The metabolic waste and garbage are not disposed of locally, but are carried for treatment or dumping to a remote place away from the city. Food for the people in cities often comes from rural areas. An environment made by humans results in the consumption of excessive amounts of materials and energy, requiring care, supervision and management. Next is the significance of the environment for life. Environment is the only source that provides life supporting elements like air, food and water, and shelter, which is either natural like caves or tree holes, or artificial dwellings like houses. So whatever the type of environment organisms inhabit, they all need these life supporting elements for the survival. And environment is the only source that provides these life supporting elements. For example, we make use of the land for cultivating crops, and the soil provides nutrients needed for the growth of plants. The landform determines the soil types found in any one area, and soil itself varies from place to place. Some soils are rich in nutrients and others are lacking in them. The soil lacking nutrients need the addition of fertilizers. Another example of these life supporting element is the air. The air in the atmosphere provides living organisms with oxygen required for the survival of the most of the living organisms. Climate and short-term weather changes are characterized mainly by wind, temperature, pressure, rainfall and are determined by the properties of the atmosphere. So in a nutshell, we can say that environment is required and the life supporting elements provided by the environment are required for the sustainability of life.